Arrthy. I'm the producer of this project is no longer enemies, not yet friends. That is the project title. I had a mind because I'm doing a Korean show for Omni TV and Shaw Multicultural channel. So I had this idea a long time, and then I started, got funded in part from Telefilm Canada. So I'm in the process of making this film.
Awesome. And could you tell me a little bit more about what the project is and what the story that you're trying to achieve is?
It's I'm actually anti-war. That is my kind of beliefs. And then I'm from Korea. All Korean men should enlist in the army for, in my time, about 3 years. So I had the experience in military, experience of those years, and then of course that is for prepare for a war, time. So and then Korea was very go through a difficult period for democratic process. Used to be military dictatorship. Still many of the Korean society is affected by those years. So I really want to against any kind of dictatorship and war, or against the humanism. So this one I came up with an idea. In Canada, for example, during Korean War, those Korea, supported by Chinese army, fight against UN, including Canadian soldiers and Korean War veterans. So they fought each other, and then in many years later in Korea, Chinese army participated in Korean War, fought for Canadian army and Korean army, lived together in Canada. So it's a very interesting moment to see, because they fought each other in a long time ago, and then now they're neighbor. And then I'd like to hear what they're feeling about that. And then I feel like they became a neighbor, but I don't know how they express their mind in a long time past after that. So that is my ultimate interest in, to see what human beings who fought for peace in the world, and then they believe that is a very important moment of their lives, because they sacrifice that, and then how they feel after those years, and then what is the ultimate peace after long those time spent. So I'm personally interested in those traits of a human being who was in a very is a war period. That is they sacrifice. Actually, there are a lot of soldiers passed away in the mission. So that is the story I'm looking for.
Yeah, and that's actually really interesting. And I think I read somewhere that you got inspiration to kind of jumpstart this project now because of recent hate crimes that have been increasing in the past year. How did that play into the inspiration of getting this story started too?
So I didn't include that into my synopsis, but I found during, in city of Burnaby, there is, Korean War Memorial kind of a status that is called, I forgot name of English, but it's a kind of angel of peace or something. So that is in city of Burnaby, and then there is soldier's name who passed away during Korean War, and then I really surprised there is Japanese name there. If you know the story of history of Japan and Korea, it's very sad. And then as a country, Japan is a very did bad things on in Korea. It's like if you are a Western country, for example, Canada or USA or in British, they are kind of not feeling like me, because they are based on colonized land, because UK colonized American countries, and then they became the owner of the country now. So Japan invaded Korea as a colonize Korea. So that Western country, they don't feel like what I feel. It's very odd situation, but so we have a special feeling of Japan, not individual Japan. It's a Japanese political group of people that make every bad abused their power against Korea. That I don't like. I really don't have any hard feeling about normal Japanese people. I have a lot of friends in Japan too. So that came out of a human being, and then I found the Japanese name in soldier's name. Of course, he is Canadian soldier, and then he fought for Korean peace. So that is something I really surprised. Their parents, for example, they are Canadian, but they know the historic background of Japan and Korea, and they are willing to send their son to fight for peace in Korea. That is really I appreciate Japanese family. So that I will investigate more detailed way, and then I will include that into my film. So go back to your original question about the hate crime. That is something we have to stop by all means. It's no question of all. So and then it's nothing to do with this project. I have another project in mind. Is for example, Western people, in the view of one of Asian, Western people make some mistake that they understand Asia. For example, they are good at driving chopsticks. It doesn't mean they understand Asia, and they have Korean food or Vietnamese food or Indian food. It doesn't mean they understand Asia. There is one very I like one of music I like is one of Korean singer called Lin Kim. She has a music of uh, music called Yellow. That is when I hear the song, that is all mixture of Japanese song, Indian song, Chinese song, and Korean song. They're mixed together, but they call it yellow. It is a typical, viewpoint of, most of Westerners see, Asia. So they don't see Asia as a individual, but they see as as a whole in same Asia. They treat like Asia the same. Probably, we have the same view on Western, for example. I don't see individual of American, British, French. I treat like a French and English, British is same, but they have a different historic, story. Somebody who really hate to be treated like that. So, but I don't express that way. That I understand, Westerners or European the same as, Westerner or European treat as Asia as a whole. So I really careful about express that way, but I hear many Westerners, see, Asia as a, one element or thing. That is something I really want to disclose, how different each Asian culture, and then not only Asia, but all, other, countries has a different cultural background. So I'd like to, in my different projects, so I have a kind of approach to those kind of, beauties and then sorrows or different cultures of Asia to express camera angle. So closer look up and then different kind of approach. So that have other project as well. So hate crime should go, but I'm trying to do some express what I feel about that in different story, presentation in different films.
That's actually very interesting because like listening to you talk about that, I feel like a lot of people can relate to what you're saying. A lot of people get surprised when I say I'm Asian, even though, I don't stereotypically maybe look Asian for what people think Asia is made of, but I am also Asian. So it's very interesting that you're saying that. That's a very cool
So
idea.
you born here or you
Yeah,
raised it here? I
yeah,
see.
I was born and raised in Vancouver, but my family originates from Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka, I see.
Yeah.
I'm interested in Sri Lanka. Is not only it's I'm interested, and then there's I had some story about Tamil, against government, soldiers. I have all the stories of women soldiers. I'm quite interested in Sri Lanka too.
Yeah, so actually reading about your project, it made me think of like Sri Lankan people because I'm from the Tamil community, and so
Oh,
the
really?
so then seeing our community interact with the majority community, the Sinhalese community, who the government is like mostly comprised of, it's very interesting because back there's like tensions, and you would expect people to come here and hate each other, but